off to find the Dragon Balls in a flash. Hey! Rock, paper, scissors! Scissors, paper! But I gotta make sure I get stronger before that happens. Yeah!
What's up, peeps? Man, I didn't put on any audio yesterday because I was too burnt out. My cousin flew in from California and he wanted to go rollerblade, and I'm like, bro, he told me in advance he was coming, but
off to find the Dragonballs in a
I
flash.
had to take my PlayStation to repair, and I lost my phone, and then couldn't.
Feel free to browse.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's $200 gone. I was so mad. Like, and I knew the people on the bus see me leave it, so I was just like, these dirty motherfuckers, because they was all in my face while I was on the bus. So I'm like, oh, this is a brand new phone. I didn't like it because I had dropped it, so I was having screen sensitivity issues and inputting a PIN number, while the screen is not responding to my touch. It's just like not a good idea, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to be locked out, so screw it. I don't leave it, sitting in the first place. But somebody offered me a transfer, and I set the phone beside me and got up off the bus, because my car got dealing with racist police, and Taylor illegally seized, literally. Like, man, the police is so dirty out here in Michigan. And I'm like, I got it out the first time they told it, which was at the park. I was rollerblading, and I was like, man, I did some mileage because I was doing it from, middle of the day until the sun went down, and then I decided to keep going because I was just like, oh man, I got so much energy, I need to burn it off. I can't, wind down. So I just kept going and going, and next thing I'm going around the neighborhood, and it's like 1 o'clock at night, dark, I'm soaked in sweat, wheels burnt out, I'm burnt out, and then I'm like, oh man, it's cool out, I'm at this big ass park, alright, and I'm like, do I want to drive, back, or do I just want to camp around? I'm like, where my car's parked at, this park is so huge, they have a area for cars that want to be surrounded by trees and bushes, wildlife, because deers roam through there and stuff, and there's geese and ducks and all kind of other wildlife that live in there, raccoons, possums, different kind of birds. It's real nice. So I'm like, man, oh no, I'm just gonna pass out. I'm gonna just camp it here. And I had a bottle of wine, so I drank it, passed out. Police early in the morning. I'm like, oh no, it snowed last night. Damn. It was cool outside. This is how Michigan is. And it do you like that, but I didn't notice it because I was passed out, and I keep like a picnic blanket because sometimes I go to parks, or other places, and I rollerblade around, and I don't want to just up and take off. I like to relax and feel the wind, and stop sweat before I sit on my seats. So, because depending on what kind of fabric you got, if you got leather, you might be okay, but if you got cloth material, it just absorbs your sweat. So I was just like, nah, I'm soaking, so let me just sit out here, enjoy the wind, and then when I cool off and I try up, I can hop in my car and go. So, your car stay fresh. I don't know, I'm not a nasty person, so I'm just like, alright, hygiene is a must for me, you know what I'm saying? That's a turn off when you have access to stay hygienic versus you don't. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, that could be bypassed. You could overlook that when you considering somebody. But if they have access to it and just choose not to use it, it's like, oh hell nah. I gotta get you the hell away from me, cause that's disgusting. But and I don't be around them kind of people anyway, so it's just, you know, hygiene is a must because it reflects in your overall appearance. When your hygiene is poor, your appearance is disgusting. So you know what I mean, I thank the Lord for providing me with the vessel I have, you know what I'm saying, because that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, I'm just like, you know, man, alright, cool. So my cousin shows up after I lost the phone. He was like, bro, I was trying to get in contact with you, but, you know, I heard you lost your phone. I'm like, yeah, I don't know where it is. I couldn't get it back. I was hurt, but I got my PlayStation fixed. And I was like, okay, cool, because that was killing me. Like, I have a crap ton of Final Fantasy videos from like level 70 all the way up into Shadowbringers, and I did a lot of Eureka. Like, I had got so burnt out on Eureka, I was like, oh no, I gotta take a sabbatical, you know, because I had did so much of it, and it is taxing on your time, and you know, it's certain things that could cut your time down significantly if you know about them ahead of time and you had the money to get them. But you know, it just depends on how you play, because I have a lot of friends, and some of them friends, you know, was so cool, and so they were so cool that they was like, bro, we know you a new player, you know what I'm saying, we know, you know what I'm saying, here, and they would just give me like 3 million, 6 million, 1 million in guild, and I would just stack it up because, you know, I don't really burn through it like that. And I'm like, this is for my crafting jobs if I were, you know, start one. And then I end up getting so much that I spent some of it to buy a property, and then I was like, okay, like I already had some money too. Like I stacked up like a couple mil because I did a lot of grinding. Like I did Palace of the Dead a lot, and then, you know, I made weapons from Palace of the Dead, like several, so I had to keep going back and, you know, restocking my ether pool to do it, because you had to have a 99 ether pool to make a red House of the Dead, you know, weapon. So, or Palace of the Dead, whatever, weapon. So I said, okay, cool. You know, I got them out the way, and then I ended up getting a mount, you know, several of those, because you get the Pegasus mount from there, and then you get this like weird thing that has bat wings, and it just looks weird, but you get that, and then you get all kind of weapons. If you get a lot of gold sacks, they're filled with you know, glowing weapons, and it's random according to the classes you have, you know what I mean. Like, if they see you have archer, even if it's a level 1, they may give you something for it, and it's just like, damn, and I gotta go level up to use the weapon. But now they changed it so you don't have to. You could just glamour it at any level now, so, you know, it makes it so much funner. But you know, there used to be a reason to level up, but they made so many adjustments, and I was going through that, you know, and while I was farming, getting like mounts, because the mounts are the ones I was going for were from trials, and each trial that you have, I know I'm supposed to be DBZ and I'm talking about something, each trial that you have in the content that you purchase, because they got like so many expansion packs out, and each expansion pack has different
might cause some trouble later.
has
Best to deal with this now.
bosses and different rewards. So you have to, you know, play through it first to even get to that point. So it's like you have to go through all the story just to get in the third star expansion, just to be able to farm. Like, it's a lot of work. It's fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun. You could do it buddies, you could do it solo. You know, this is just a lot of stuff to do. And then as you're playing story, they have your face on the map, and you go going to get actually execute the play. You will not force the play to finish the job. Some quests will lock you in though, like if you started with a warrior, you have to complete it. So that sometimes sucks, but you can switch at any time. Even while you're doing the quest, you could just say, okay, I want to switch when you get to the objective from the quest, like the location, the destination. You could just switch back to the class that you
Best to deal with this now.
Completed with.
Whoa, this one seems pretty tough.
Other jobs.
Are you ready to die?
But anyway, back to this. Like, yeah, yesterday I played a little bit, and I was like, oh man, I don't know how to make it tough for that. Because I had played before, I had with rollerblades. A few miles, and I'm just like, oh snap. I think I overdid it because, you know, like, it's taxing, like on your legs and on your ankles and your feet and your mental, because you have to be very careful. Like, it's not something that you can do. You know, I mean, some people have a good sense of balance. They're very agile. You know, some people are unorthodox and don't have that kind of like adaptation to constant motion. But that's what rollerblades give you, the experience, because you're always on these wheels and just don't stop. You know, they don't stop moving. They're like, man, so if you slip, it's, you know what I'm saying, it could be deadly. But it's fun though. Once you overcome the fear of, oh, I might bust my shit, you know, it's good. But anyway, so I had went the night before, and I'm like, you know, yeah, I remember you saying something about it, and I you know, told myself I was gonna go, and I'm thinking I had some time to pace it out. Like, okay, I could wait a couple days, you know, and then by the time he show up, I'll be straight, because I'll be unhealed up, you know, I could recuperate. Man, this monster showed up literally the next day after I put in so many miles. I ain't even had time to rest, and I'm like, man, screw it. Like, you know, he came in from California. I know he ain't gonna be that long. I might as well do something. And I go, and oh my god,
might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
I was like, bro,
just looking at this mango's making my mouth water.
And he thought I was bullshit, because I had my blades on, and I'm, you know, I'm still having fun. I'm, you know, doing my little footwork and shit. Cause we got all kind of music playing. Like, one guy had Cascade going, another guy had rap going. Then I had an earbud in my ear.
Best to deal with this now.
My cousin.
All right, I'll fight you.
iPhone. He was playing some shit that I was really keeping up. I was like, damn, bro, like, what's this? This is, you know, this is real smooth. It's like instrumental, and it's just right for the code. And I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, okay. Because, dude, like, we were just there. We was at the same pace in straight, right? Then 3 other guys had showed up, and I was like, oh snap, we got a group. Okay, this is alright. I wasn't expecting this, but you know, they like had their little speakers on, so their music was real loud, and I'm like, oh shit, something's going on right now. But the little earbud on my ear, you know, because he was sharing, like I had another phone, an older phone that I had a lot of music. I mean, I had like acapella, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Group, Future, Ekin,
might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. All right, I'll
you know,
fight
all
you.
kind of stuff. Other artists like the Courts, the Muse, the Tools, Brandy, you know, I had so much on I had 100 some songs that I had some other things. I'm still adding stuff. I be procrastinating really bad. Like I had some of the songs, like, oh, that thing, you know, I'm not listening. Real bad from rollerblades. Yeah, you going far. Like you have to not worry about that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like when you fall, it's not really stuff. It could be a light, stupid fall. You know, it could be small moments. So you have to be willing to go to that. It's just natural. Everybody falls.
No, you should train some more.
Instead of the best fall. But I was like, bro. So we go downtown and we were like near Washington Boulevard, which is where Cadillac is. And
let's do this.
Oh my God. And we did it. I'm not going straight and I started feeling the sensitivity on the ridge in my head. You know, underneath it, I'm like, wow, this is a raw sensation on my head. Like, it's really painful. What's going on? You know, so, man, after the call it quit, it's over. So, I'm like, man, I came so far, you know, and we just like started skating, just us two. It's been like 30 minutes, and I'm like already ready to tap in because the sensitivity on my foot is on fire. And you like, man, what's going on? You straight? You straight? Bam, cuz I'm like, nah, I think it's time for me to wrap it up. He's like, well, no, you can't, cuz they on their way. I'm like, cool. So that's when, you know, the other guys show up. And I'm thinking we straight, because we rolled around the block a couple times. Like, alright. You know, they think because I have like silver on my face that this is shy. I'm like, yeah, I was getting flowers. And I would go to a wine guy there too. Because they had this place called the City. That would hold standards, you know, street fighter and other events. But the people that are so, like, it's sad that when you are a male that take care of yourself, you have feminine features, you know, eyelashes, which, you know, God gave, you know what I'm saying, that's natural. And like curly baby hair on your edges, or you have like the way your skin look, you know what I'm saying, and your hair texture is, it can bring out some feminine features and envy and people who are insecure about that shit. Like I was dealing with that. Like when I went to the Citadel the first time, right, there was this couple there, and the guy, I'm like, bro, is you straight or nah? Because, you know, he just lit up, like, you know, he was like, oh, hey, what's going on, bro? You know, and I'm like, like, all right, I appreciate the friendliness. And he was like, oh, you trying to play? I'm like, yeah. And I didn't have a lot of silver at the time. I just had like maybe a strand or two or whatever around. So that wasn't the issue. And my facial hair was really low. But he was like, oh, bro, you know, all right, cool. And he was like, you just sign up. Didn't charge me, right? But his girl, his baby mama, she looking at me and she feeling some kind of way I already seen. I'm like, what's wrong with this? You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's a lot of things you can do to keep your skin ready and flourishing. You know, your hair long, healthy, strong, vibrant, you know, and then people think because you have oily skin, especially dumbass people who just fucking, just scum of the earth because they just that fucking stupid. They choose to be stupid. They, you know, want to use stereotypes or just, idiotic, ideologies and images of people based upon shit that don't even make any sense. But you know, because people think that, oh, you know, melanated women can't get really long hair, which is utter bullshit. Melanated men can't, you know, it's like, it's crazy. And then they try to perpetuate that melanated people have missing father. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff that is just uncalled for, and then it be the total way, other way around. But you know, some ignorant people out here think that, like, if you are a pretty guy, like if you have long, you know, eyelashes and beautiful hair and pretty skin, that you are trying to be a woman. It's like, nigga, is you on crack? You on, you know, cocaine? What the fuck wrong with you? Because, you know, you supposed to take care of yourself. You supposed to want to look the best that you can look. You know what I'm saying? You should be proud to, you know, look in the mirror and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You look so good. You do, you know, you could be a bitch because you look good. You know what I mean? If you a guy, like, because you just, you know, you look good. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the confident women I fuck with, they didn't have that problem. They, you know what I'm saying? They was on me. So it's just the ugly motherfuckers. The insecure dudes that be on a down low who mad because they ugly ass nigga, or the chicks that be just fucking fat, or stupid as all hell, or, you know what I'm saying, they don't have no kind of talent, no charisma, no je ne sais quoi, nothing to allures you in, you know. And then they see that people gravitate to you, and then, you know, if you a power package where you're not just beauty, you have a brain and you're articulate, and, you know, you have good taste that people, you know, find and counter with you, it makes people like, damn, you know, intrigued about you. They want to know it, you know what I'm saying? And when people see that you get attention more than they do,
you know what,
and you look good, oh
real
God, they be so envious. So I know the sin of envy is real as fuck, because I see it possess people, and it be just, man, that's why I'm like, I don't really want to deal with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because people be so fucking fake. They'll laugh in your face, smile in your face, plot right in your face, you know what I'm saying, with a smile on their shit, while they plotting to get what you got, you know what I'm saying, or to sabotage what you got going on. See, you got a love life where you would love that the person really love you and fuck with you, and they want to make it like, you know, break you up, cause problems.
Whoa,
all
this
kind
one
of
seems
fuck
pretty
shit.
tough.
You know, niggas be foul out here, and they be all colors: white, brown, black is cold, yellow. You know what I'm saying? Slanted eyes, like dumb as fuck too. Be the dumbest ones. Like, it's just so much shit that people do that just don't make no sense. Like, and then they don't do the research, they don't educate themselves and know why they mad, or should they even be mad. Like, especially racist dumbass, you know, right? It's like, you people got the worst history on this planet, It's known for just fucking up the world. Like, it's on paper, you know what I'm saying? Like, what more do you need to know, like, literally by history standard, if you want to go by, you know, textbook, you know what I'm saying, and accuracy and facts, your race can't even be trusted, because all the forefathers and peasants were slave owners. And if you were a slave owner, that means you was a sick motherfucker, because you was okay with people being stolen from their family, being raped, being put in insane biohazards, because the boats was filled with feces and blood and dead bodies, and they were, you know, keeping them in there, and they was getting sick, and when they couldn't keep the dead ones that were hanging around, they threw them overboard with live people next to them. Like, you gotta go watch the homicide, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit real. You know, them things is put this off of real life events, and it was worse than that. That was just what they were able to get away with to put, you know, in the film industry. But it was way more gruesome than that. And it was radical people who liberated slaves, like Nat Turner, who he was like, oh no, I'm not about to end like this. I'm about to fight these niggas. And he, you know, he was snatching motherfuckers out their crib and cutting up. He was cutting up, you know what I'm saying? But he's not glorified or presented in Black history as a proud person to give acknowledgement to. Like, damn, they try to bombard you with, if you melanated, that your history is all to corny ass people, racist ass white people, and then most of them don't have no talent, don't have shit going on for themselves, nothing, just bad attitude and stupidity, sad shit. And then they let them people control and dictate the world for years because black people are so peaceful. They didn't want to kill, they just rather, get liberated and get on about their life. But when a person is doing that kind of shit to you, you had a right to kill them. Like, it's called self-defense. They made it a law that you can self-defend and then still scrutinize you and try to, bombard you with the highest and most crucial sentences and still violate your rights when it comes to that. If you melanated and you kill somebody that got pale skin, it's a rat. They try to cook your shit. They try to fuck well done. You know what I'm saying? They trying to motherfucking boil your shit to you know what I'm saying? It's unedible. Like, what the fuck, bro? They really do grimy ass shit out here. And I know, like, I've been dealing with some of the interferences with police out here and the government, how it's been ran. They got our current government leader is fucked up. The homelessness is stifling downtown. It's so bad, and it's all shades of people. It's couples. It's just so bad. And then they shut down people were camping out in the bus terminal to stay warm because out here the winters is monstrous. Like, the winters that have you like, man, holding on to your sanity, because if you downtown, you surrounded by water, so it is chill from the wind alone and just crush your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And then the people, they see that you cold and you homeless, and they won't let you come inside and warm up. They'll put you out, treat you like you have no rights to even be alive. You know what I'm saying? It's like, motherfucker, I'm trying to warm my hands, my body up, and you won't even let me sit inside and warm up. Knowing you ain't got no money to buy shit because you homeless. You know what I'm saying? That's how they treat people out there. And the homeless people be all ages. They be young, old, overweight, you know what I'm saying? White, black. So it's like, damn, y'all must be so proud. Like, and then some of the people don't even be from over here. They be doing that shit. It's just one spot called Roasting Plant. It's a real nice coffee shop. I don't know who owns it. I think it's a gay couple that owns it. And they are the best little spot to kick it at. Like, they are nice people because they don't discriminate nobody. I watched, man, I was one day, I was so mad because I was down there. I had my bag. Like, I go downtown, I rollerblade, and I keep my rollerblades on me. Because like downtown, it has a lot of stuff you can see and different routes you can take, and it's huge. So it's good exercise, and then you get to learn the layout of downtown too while you do that. But, Michigan has some perks and it has a lot of downfalls. And if you're poor, you going through it. You going through the most. But if you're middle class and if you're rich, you living good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's decent when you're rich. You know what I mean? It's not like a paradise where there's a nice clean beach where you can lay on. You know what I'm saying? The weather's always pleasant, because the wintertime is not. The wintertime is, man, it's like Mother Nature just got soulless, and she just did a reaping spree and just started snatching souls because it be that cold. Like, it was so cold the winter in 2024. You had like icicles dangling from the trees because it was, man, it was no joke. I was outside in that shit. I was like, oh, going through it. But luckily though, I had my car. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, back to my cousin. He came and got him, and we met up with other people downtown. We rollerbladed with them for a while. We went to the store. I had to change my wheel. I didn't realize, like, when I went the night before he came, all the gravel and the speed, like, I was going at, grinded my wheels down so bad. So bad. Like, the rubber was gone. And I was like, shit, you know, why is it my front wheel? And I realized I do a lot of tricks on my skates too.
Off to find the Dragon Balls in a flash.
I do tricks and shit, dancing tricks and other really cool stuff, moonwalking, spins, jumping. But I'm like, man, my fucking wheel is horrible. Like it has no meat on it anymore. I'm like, I don't know if I want to continue, you know, like this, because the front wheel, it can help you stop. It can help you change direction. You know what I'm saying? It has a lot of mobility control over your experience. So I'm like, I don't want to, you know, be handicapped.
I never felt a stone this hard before.
And I don't want to ride with, you know, my shit like this. So while we were at the gas station, my cousin always comes prepared with Allen wrench, but my wheel was so tight I needed two. And someone else who was with us, one of the other guys, he had one. So I switched rotated my wheels. I took the front one, I put it in the back, the second one for the last, and I put that one in front. And it made my experience so much better. So I got to go a lot more miles. But they saw that and they lost their motherfucking mind. They, you know,
I could really go for some food
and I'm
right
like,
about
bro,
now.
what the fuck? You know, I'm like, Mom, you see my wheel still fucked up. And I told you my foot was killing me. You know, they think I'm bullshitting because they didn't see me go rollerblading last night. I'm like, bro, I'm not bullshitting. I'm not just saying it. You know what I'm saying? I really did go last night.
Look at this prime cut of meat.
You know, really far. Like I went from, you know, one city
Might cause
to
some
two,
trouble later. Best to deal with this
and then
now.
turned around, you know, I did like a loop, and I'm like, oh snap, man, what was I thinking? I should have told him, no, I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? But I did, and we had already did so many miles with just me, my cousin, the two white guys, and the other brown skinned guy. So, you know, it was 5 of us, and then another dude showed up on a bike. And he was like, yeah, you can lead the way, bro, you know, on your bike. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? You on a bike. What the fuck you mean you can lead the way? You lost your damn mind, T. Like, bro, I'm not trying to keep up with this nigga pace and he on a bike. He don't feel the same shit we feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you on rollerblades, you don't, the vibration of the wheels circulate through a whole wheel. So it controls the sensitivity of your foot, and then it also controls, like, you know, your grace, because if it's a bad vibration, it'll literally make your feet buckle in, and you'll be like, oh shit, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, some people don't know how to deal with that kind of experience, so they don't like rollerblades, and some, you know, can't keep their balance and they fall backwards and break their, you know, wrist and shit. Like, it's really dangerous. But once you get comfortable, you don't have that kind of fear. It's just, you know, being embarrassed is the fear that you have. Like breaking shit, you know you're not gonna do that. Once you get used to it, you just know how to move, so you know how to hurt yourself like that. But, you know, shit does happen. I had wiped out one time real bad. I was speeding. I don't know why I did this. Like, you should never go and rollerblade, you know, at a speed that's above cruise control in an area you don't know. Cause I'm like, man, I was gonna wind up.
Whoa, this one seems pretty tough.
On one particular street, and I decided to go a different route. Like usually, I go, you know, towards.
All right, let's see if I still got it.
When I I'm gonna go towards Northline. Alright, take off, down one block, to the left, pop holes right there, wheel got smacked, man, face, my face and everything, they got straight up with the palm of my hand, like, blocking my face and getting me straight I'm straight. I still want to play right after that. I'm going to the field and watch, you know, the dirt and drop out of my hand and back outside. He was like, dude, you know.
You actually held your own against the mighty Vegeta.
I didn't live alone. I had the people, you know, that stayed there. A good friend of mine was one of my roommates, and he was like, bro, you good? I'm like, man.
Alright.
It was nasty. Like, it peeled the skin back so bad. And, oh, man. I was like, ay. But I couldn't be mad at nobody. I had to just take that L because it was like, dude, you took your dumb ass down here. You know it was dark as hell. You know what I'm saying? You didn't bother to check the road, see if they had potholes beforehand. You know, because your confidence is different. Like when you rollerblade and you know the pavement is smooth, you can turn up. But when you know there's rocks and gravel or potholes, kind of pace and your mind is tense because it's like it knows it has to brace itself, you know, for a quick adjustment. So that's why I'm like, but they turned up and I'm like, bro, like we already been away from the car for hours, man. We came down here at like 8 something, 9 o'clock, and here it is, it's already 10, bro. It's dark as hell outside. And now y'all done turned up, we going down hills, we get to Hart Plaza, we go down this big ass hill where the cars
Off to
go.
find the Dragonballs in a
bro,
flash.
my foot is so sensitive right now. I don't need to be speeding down no hill, man. And these cars out here is crazy as fuck. But I did it anyway. And I'm like, oh man. And luckily,
Hey!
you know, I know how to stop and slow down my pace. So when I took off, I'm like, oh shit, okay, no cars coming. I hurried up and cut through the little
Whoa! This one seems pretty tough.
Parkway, and then I ended up on the Riverwalk. And after that, I said, okay, man, I'm not about to keep up with them because they were like powerhouse in it, and I'm like, bro, my foot is so bruised right now. And next you know, I'm like, bro, wait a minute, you gotta go all the way back to Washington Boulevard from Campus Martians and Hart Plaza. You know how far that is? That's like 4-5 miles, bro. I was so mad. I'm like, bro, you can just go get the car and come back and get me. Like, no, I'm going straight on the freeway. No else ain't at the car, you can be a lift. I'm like, bro, for real. Yeah, I'm like, man, I mean, you would have been yeah, I was cut that stuff. So I got back on my wheels and going down the hill. It's so inflamed. It's screaming at you like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you guys are just walk, man. It's horrible.
What, you backing down already?
I shift my weight so it's not putting that much tension on it, and I get back to the car. I take it off the skate on my right foot, and they took a picture of it. It was so blistered. It was flat at first, but it was purple, and then I
might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Once I got back to the crib, I was like, oh shit, let me go look at my phone.
Let's see if I still got it.
My cousin had parked at my grandma's place. So I came back and see real quick. I don't want to start a game, you know. Not finished. Probably get it later, and I get a PS5, because I'm like, man, I don't want to keep this down on me and do stuff and download. I know that I'm going to.
What? You backing down already?
I'm going to
you should train some more.
Get off my PS4 because it's a couple other games that I want to have on here play like on a regular basis, but with the capacity I got, you know, the memory. I don't have enough space. So I gotta delete something. And that's one of the games that be eating up my space. This takes like 84 gigabytes. I'm like, damn, 84, bro, man. Come on, man. But yeah, it takes a lot of memory. I was like, yeah, I gotta get this one off. If I get a clear gear, because I'm very selective for the games I play, and you know, I don't want to just buy stuff because I know I can trust the brand, and I know it's a good experience, and it's worth me investing in it, because I don't like to burn through money with how it is and the employment around here and how it's ran by a lot of racist people and people that are mentally not stable. But yeah.
I'd better get going.
Hey, what are you doing, Kakarot?
Freaking possibly tripping. My mama be sleeping during that time of the day sometimes.
Might cause some trouble later.
Alright,
Let's do this.
Well, anyway, I'm just like, I had such a good time though. Like everybody came with Mary on their side, so you know she was with us, and she showed everybody a great time. And then you know everybody had money, so we had snacks, and water. It was just such a good time, but I was hurt. I was laughing. I'm like, man, I'm too fat for this shit, bro. You see me? Like, if I didn't exercise for a whole year, that was really fucked up. Like, the people in Michigan is so fucked up like that. Like, no cap, man. Like, the management, weird and shit. But, a lot of times I get really fucked up. You know, they see me. My style is versatile. Like I like high fashion. I like urban. I like preppy. You know, I like conservative, casual. You know what I mean? I'm all over the place. And then I like punk rock. I like rock and roll. I like grunge. You know, so I switch it up. You know, depending on where I'm at the climate. And, you know, here, because the weather is always got like a little chill to it, you can wear certain things, like you can wear leather, denim, you know, skinny jeans, and I'm like, well, man, I be rocking skinny jeans. At the time, I was just like crazy, super fit, 6-pack, trim, no fat, like none whatsoever, 0%, literally. I got the, you know, fat percentage thing, and you know, weigh in, and I was like, okay, cool. But you know, I had like, I shot when I buy boots,
in real good
like,
condition. Whoa! All right,
I don't
fight you.
Like, I haven't bought anything that was like over $200. I feel like that's excessive. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like granted, you know, it's nice to have top shit that people, you know what I'm saying, like really go out of their way to, get just so they can have it. You can just buy it, without a problem. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't have stuff like that. That shit if I like it, if I feel like it's a reasonable price, and decent, I'll buy it. And I was like, well, it's a little much for some shoes, but I like these, and I know they're gonna last, so I bought them. And I ended up buying like 2 other pairs. So I was like, my whole almost like, but the boots was fire. Like I had one that was really pointy with suede, and it had like straps and then chains dangling from it, but it had this nice like wedge on the bottom of it, and it came into a real sharp point, and it looked like almost like heels, but it was from Aldo, the shoe company called Aldo, or the brand company called Aldo, and it was for me. It was part of their checking brand collection. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta get it. And I bought some leather, and I bought another pair, and I ended up doing the shit out of them because they were so comfortable, and I like how they look, and I like how people turn their head, Like, I'm not a picture guy, but I'm like, man, it's so crazy how shallow people is. People, the whole attitude will change just because what you got on, showing how fake motherfuckers is. So that's what made me, really see how shallow people work, based off of material shit. And I'm like, I already liked them in the first place, so it just gave me motivation. And the download mail that responded to my fashion page, and the better image that, so bad because they had a whole nigga right there, and they'll be chatty like a motherfucker, or really cheesy and smiley, and I'm like, I don't want, I don't do that shit, bitch. I don't want your germs. I don't even like you. I don't want shit that you fuck it. I don't want that. Fuck you, keep that shit. But people ignorant like that, There's people that do live like that. I don't. I'm sorry, I do not. Let's see if I still got it. Like, especially if I don't like that. Like, I was intimate that person. I don't want to. I don't even like her that much to try to hurt the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bitches are he or she. I'm straight. But people just so fucked up out here. Some of the situations I have to deal with. People, they get mad at one person. You shouldn't be mad at your, somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You should be mad at the person. Your spouse is doing entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Your spouse is doing in my face.
Not as tough as I thought you'd be.
I had to deal with that, Oh man, or people when they get rejected, they act so fucked up. They do petty ass shit. They wanna sabotage what you got going on. Give you a hard time. Just annoy the fuck out you. The most disrespectful, worst way possible. I'm like, So beauty comes with prices, man, dude. It comes with a lot of hatred and envy and jealousy. Like, it's good to look good, and because people do fuck with you a lot harder when you are appealing to people and they desire you, like they want to what I'm saying, be around you, be intimate with you, or just like you, for you, what I'm saying, and they want that around them. Like, it opened doors for people. You know what I'm saying? And people know that, and it opened a lot of doors for me. People invite me to shit. Oh, bro, you want to come to open mic? I'm like, man, all right, cool. Oh, I got a spot downtown. You want to come on my crib? No, thank you. Because some people, what I'm saying, I'm like,
might cause some trouble with it.
I just had to deal with this now. And there's some people that I should have took the offer, to hang out and build a better relationship with them. But I ain't tripping, what I'm saying? Because I got to the point where I like seclusion most of the time anyway. So,
might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this
that
now.
don't bother me being solo dolo, but I do you know, appreciate having good friends. And when I was in Louisiana,
All right, I'll fight you.
aka LA, I had a great time. And I was able to make some really good friends that gave me, you know, a sense of like, oh man, I can really improve within the job. During a shitty time. But it turned out to be great. It was challenging at first, but it got really better. I had such a great time. Was living at a really expensive hotel for free. They serve continental breakfast, so I would get the orange juice, and I can get eggs and pancakes, you know, in the morning. I was great, but I'm like, man, I didn't have my license. And I had to come back to Michigan and renew it and pay off some tickets. And then,
this one seems pretty tough.
You know, I didn't have
all right, I'll fight
all
you.
my stuff either, so I'm like, I don't want to leave out here and find my property. My building is very important. I got sentimental value and rare stuff. PlayStation, There's some other stuff that I'm forgetting. Prince of Persia, Warrior I didn't like the first one. Echo the Dolphin, which is my favorite ocean, like, just drop all my worries, depression, all that shit just run away when I'm playing the game, because it's so soothing and it's so beautiful. Like, the ocean is done so nicely. The Dreamcast graphics, you know, are really crisp, and it's like, man, and they took and put it on the PS2, because that's where it was. It was the Sega game originally, but it's really good. That one, I love that game. Blood Rain, you know, 1 and 2.
Found some tasty looking food.
Oh crap. Final Fantasy 10 and 12, and I had 11 on Xbox 360. I didn't have 11 on PS2. So, but you know, I'm just like, man. Anyway, yeah, I was on last night, and I just had no energy to say shit. I was so burnt out, and I was like, oh man, I'm still burnt out.
Whoa!
Because
this one seems pretty
not
tough.
only, you know, did they go the extra mile, man. Like, we were going down the hill. I'm like, bro, you see this bitch going on foot? And all took pictures. I'm so mad. Y'all, man. It's so selfish, man. It was a fun time, though. So, I'm glad I went. Like, cool, because I burned so many calories. Like, I had my hair wrapped up because I don't like the if it's not braided, I don't like to have it out. So I keep it up. But I'm like, man, what's going on? My beard is soaking. Like water dripping out of it. I was running in the water. The weather was nice, but it wasn't too hot. It was cool. It was dry. I'm tapped. Like I saw the wheel, the other wheel grinded down in the front. I'm like, dang, how do I put so much, you know, weight and pressure on the front? Because how are they grinding down so fast? Even though we went over a lot of stuff, we went over gravel and dust and dirt and jumped over shit. Man, it was crazy. One of the guys, I don't know if he's gonna put it on social media or not, but he did take some.
Best to deal with this now.
I was just trying to get my face in there.
Whoa! Get a load of this lake.
You know,
found
like
some tasty looking food.
I don't really know you like that, and I don't know what you be affiliating yourself with. I just met you through, you know, this event, so I don't really.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
On your social media pages because I don't know what you know what I mean?
All right, let's see if I've still got it.
Personally, I want to live in a better place now. People don't have consideration, respect, loyalty, it just causes so much dysfunction. Savagery it's like I'm I ain't trying to be a rebel. Stupid high for food and living, which makes no sense because we just got out of COVID. Wages are not enough. And you know what I'm saying? And then the easy jobs don't really give you that much time on the clock.
This one seems pretty tough.
Like retail, it's not mentally. It's not easy. You have to have a strong you know, as far as other stuff, work, so people who fight for they be
train some more.